What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Edgar. My goal for the year of 2025 is to try to keep weekly updates on my current options portfolio on Robinhood and see how much I can grow it. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe. So right now, it does look like it's the first, couple of days of the year over. We did start off the year the first day, I believe, in a red day. But we ended up the week, well, not really the week, half a week, 2 days of the week, I guess you could call it, green. SPY actually, let's see, how did the SPY do year to date? It's only been about 2 days. It's up, 0.32%. My portfolio for the year to date was up approximately 7.61%. That being said, though, I don't really think this means much of anything, to be honest, because as you can see here in my holdings, Palantir is currently my biggest holding, with the market value being close to 4,000 and my portfolio being 5,400. That's definitely well over 50% of my portfolio, which is something I'm not too thrilled about and excited about. I am looking to, I think, possibly sell this position this upcoming week and go in more into Bitcoin ETF. But before we do that, let's just look at what positions I have in the portfolio. Currently, I do have an NVIDIA spread, 128, 125. NVIDIA is trading at 145, so this is currently in the green. I'm up $41. I am looking to potentially take in, I do have a limit to take in 50% of my max credit, which I did get $86 in credit, but I am looking to close it at 43. I am trying to lock in profits since I do have a small portfolio, and with spreads, even though your max loss is capped, I don't want any of my spreads to reach that or potentially become a loss, because spreads, even though depending how you set them up, are high probability trades. They could one spread could wipe all your winners, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. And moving forward, I think so far I've been trying to do spreads that are around the 0.30 delta, which is what I did with NVIDIA. I felt safe with this because I knew that NVIDIA had gone down quite a bit, not quite a bit, but it was down a little bit. At one point it did reach the 135 mark, and so I decided it was a good time to do a spread on that play. I also do have a SoFi call, which is not doing too well right now. I am down 11%. I think earlier this week I was down. It was down to 453. My cost basis was 570. This is a play that I am gonna try to hold until possibly earnings. I am a little bit bullish on SoFi, and I am trying to capture some of the upside by buying a call, so I won't have to have a lot of capital tied into SoFi, because SoFi is more of a speculative play when it comes to my options portfolio right now. So is Palantir, but I believe more in Palantir than I do in SoFi. And that being said, I actually believe more in Bitcoin than Palantir at the moment, which is why I do want to sell my Palantir call for a profit. The reason for that is because even though I do believe in AI and I do believe in the Palantir stock right now, and I do believe that there's a lot of potential in this, my view in Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is starting to be accepted by larger governments, large institutions. It's even being accepted by countries who are having issues in their own currency. And I see Bitcoin having a bigger potential than Palantir itself. Palantir is more of a play in an AI, and that's just one company. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has been able to, in my opinion, show resilience against other coins, other altcoins that have been popping up here and there. Bitcoin seems to be the staple of cryptocurrencies, and has a lot of backing now by multiple institutions. And so with that, I do want to be able to maximize my profits, or not maximize profits, but limit my losses by being able to buy the Bitcoin ETF that BlackRock has. Let me see which one it is. I believe it's IBIT. I do have it here in my wheel portfolio, or not my wheel, but companies that I would like to wheel in one day. INQ, as you can see right here. I don't necessarily want to wheel, but I am looking at it since this is different type of play. This is more quantum computers, something that I became interested in recently, but I don't know too much about it right now when it comes to companies. So I just have it there on my watch list. But I do have IBIT right now at the moment, or I have it on my watch list. And based on my current portfolio value right now, it's possible if my other plays do well, I could be able to buy 100 shares of this, which would be about what, $5,600, and my portfolio right now being 5,400. I would have to sell my Palantir and hopefully do some credit spreads that could make me profitable to the point to where I can buy or own 100 shares of that specific ETF, simply because I think that I just want to not have losses to where that it affects my portfolio, and it makes me worry about whether or not my credit spreads are going to reach a max loss or something of that nature. Simply because by holding this ETF, I know that, or I believe in Bitcoin in the long term, that eventually it might go up. And like, for example, earlier this week, I did want to participate in I saw that Bitcoin did go down in price, and I did want to participate in purchasing some call options, but I had no capital. My biggest issue right now is that I do not have much capital, and so that's what I want to tackle right now. That's my biggest concern at the moment. I want to have capital. I want to be able to make plays. I want to be able to buy leap options in companies that I feel that are currently down, or that I feel that there's currently some potential in. And I can't currently do that because of my Palantir play. But I think I will sell that one, even though there is a lot of potential in my Palantir leap. I just want to be able to diversify my holdings a little bit more. And I know I just said that I do want to buy 100 shares of the Bitcoin ETF, but I do believe it in long term. I feel that eventually Bitcoin will go over the $100,000 mark, which, like, it has last month. And I did want to participate in the buying a leap called an IB on the Bitcoin ETF when it was reaching around 93,000, but I did not have any capital. So that's what I'm trying to focus on right now. And when it comes to Palantir and Bitcoin, I feel that based on my current portfolio value, I would like to sell some IBIT covered puts, or cash secured puts. What would be like about a month away from now, February 14th. Strike prices. Ideally, I would like to buy it. Let's see. So this ETF is relatively new, so it's kind of harder to gauge and see where the Bitcoin price was at. But like, Bitcoin reached around 93, 92, and based on that, on this, let's see right now. Around that time, let me see. Bitcoin 1 month ago on December 30th was around $93,000. That would mean that this one right here, a month ago, December 30th, I would want to buy this around the $50 mark, $53 mark is where I would be happy with selling some cash secure puts, making my cost basis on Bitcoin, well, not Bitcoin, but the ETF be around $53, I believe. And and the only issue I see with this ETF is that I'm not going to be owning Bitcoin. I am putting all my faith in BlackRock being able to manage their Bitcoin position, in the sense that hoping that they don't get hacked, or the way that they are currently holding their Bitcoin isn't being compromised, or any of the passcodes or anything like that are being lost or probably taken advantage by somebody else. But BlackRock is a big major institution that I do believe in, so I do believe that they do have the capacity to keep their Bitcoin safe. But this isn't me directly buying into Bitcoin, simply because I don't believe Robinhood's the best place to buy Bitcoin. I could buy Bitcoin in another wallets, or like on Coinbase or anything like that, but I want to do the options plays when it comes to Bitcoin. So that's why I want to buy the Bitcoin ETF. And let's see if this loads up right now, if we can see what it's currently not loading up real well. Let's see. Okay, there it goes. Let's see. I did want to sell what, the 53ish. It is around the, look, 52 credit, 52 put. That would mean I would get around $248 of $248 of credit, and for about max. Wait, let me see. Sell. I want to sell a put, not buy a put. My bad. Sell a put. 52. Yeah, this is around the 0.30 delta. So I would go around the 52ish, get $240. Max loss would be about 4,960, and that would be something I'd be comfortable with. I would be comfortable owning IBIT around the 49, about around the 52 price. So that's my main objective right now. I think I am gonna sell my Palantir. Do something like that, possibly even try to capture some upside if it does go not necessarily against me, but hedge my position. I might even buy, like, let's say the 57 and then do 58, and debit spread 5,000. My max loss would be around 5,000. I would get a credit about 185, and if it does go up to the upside, I would get around 285 max profit. So that's currently my plan for the week. Is I think I am gonna sell my Palantir, and hope for positions. Hope for a position in IBIT, or hope for a position in the Bitcoin ETF, and sell some cash secure puts, and try to get it into the Bitcoin ETF, and try to sell covered calls on that ETF, and try to run the wheel on that for right now, because my portfolio is only 5,400 ish, and my goal is to grow it as much as I can. So right now I do want to diversify my portfolio by selling my Palantir, going into 100% into Bitcoin, if that makes any sense. But I feel that's a little bit more diversification, because Bitcoin is already a more established security, in my opinion, than Palantir. Palantir is definitely more of a speculative play, and hopefully with my profits that I do get from Bitcoin or something like that, I can go later on back into Palantir and buy a leap option that I do have, like right now. Because with the new presidency coming up, Trump coming into office later this month, I do believe that the market, whether you like Trump or not, the market is really bullish when it comes to Trump coming into presidency. Republicans do like to spend money. They do tend to lean a little bit less on restrictions and regulations when it comes to companies. And currently, Palantir is definitely something that would benefit from that. And I also think Bitcoin will also benefit from that. Trump seems to also like Bitcoin, and the government is currently having contracts with Palantir and other AI type of companies like that. So I think that would definitely benefit my Palantir call right now, which I'm doing really well in. Let's see, my delta is around 85. When I purchased it, I did buy it around the 0.70 delta, so it's definitely gone up. Theta decay is 0.017 right now. I am not losing much Theta, because it is a leap option. My goal initially was to sell this when there was approximately 90 days left, so that way Theta wouldn't be eating up much of my profits, and hopefully see where this would have gone. But just having Palantir, or just having one security, is something that I have thought about. Probably not wanting to do currently at the moment, since I do want to grow this portfolio as much as possible. So if you're interested in seeing if I do this play later on this week, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and thank you for hearing me out for what I currently am thinking right now. Hopefully, I think my Nvidia position might close potentially this week. I do have the limit for 43.43. It's currently worth 45. I think it will close. So far, I am gonna hold this hopefully till earnings next month, or this month, I believe. And sell it. And so yeah, thank you so much for hearing me out today. These are currently my plans for this week, and I'm more bullish in Bitcoin than Palantir when it comes to those two positions. So that's why I want to go more into Bitcoin right now, and try to hopefully try to ride that wave this upcoming year with the new presidency coming in and Trump into office and all that. So thank you for hearing me out. Have a good day.